I have just done a meditation about war and peace and suffering in Lithuanian, and I see so many people touched by the conflict in Ukraine because it's new, because it's again active, and there's so many war going on inside and outside. And I know that as a collective, as human beings, we have so much more power and ability to touch others, to help, if we come from the light inside, from this peace. Some people are angry, some feel insecure because of all the conflict around us. Others are just sad that the world is like it is now. One of my friends wrote a post a few days ago that her heart is breaking apart because her father is Russian, her mother is Ukrainian. Which side do you choose in the conflict? There is no right side. So the best we can do in the moment, if we want to help ourselves, help our families, our loved ones, and everyone we touch, is just to have more peace, more love, and to start from that and take action filled with inner peace. So if you are watching this, now it is time for you. If you wish, you can close your eyes, but first just focus on your breathing. Just notice that you're sitting here, that your body is just in this moment experiencing you being here. And just allow the breath, when it comes in, could you also allow everything that you experience to come in? The same way you do not try to stop yourself breathing in, you do not try to limit it. Could you also allow the feelings and sensations in the body to come in? And when you're breathing out, you also are not trying to stop yourself from doing that. It's just coming in and out. So could you also release and let go whatever feelings? Just be open for them leaving if they want to. Just have this space where you're open to whatever is happening, whatever you're experiencing coming in or out. Your breath is always present in the moment. Your body and the sensations are here and now. So could you simply welcome and allow whatever is present in your awareness now? All that you notice now. And all the feelings, the thoughts, pictures, sounds, all the experiences welcome in this moment. Just you being here and giving yourself this time, giving yourself this attention for your own conflicts, inside and outside, fears, if any, sadness, despair, hopelessness, the same as joy, peace. There's just space that you are now. Our planet, in many places at the same time, is at war. And most of it happens inside first. And maybe you are at war with yourself or with the conflict that is happening around you. So if the war that you see makes you feel angry, frustrated, maybe there is some hatred to one side or the other, could you simply welcome and acknowledge if it's there? And if it's not the outside war, maybe you have a war inside where you don't like yourself, you reject some feelings, thoughts, behaviors. Maybe it's about you rejecting yourself. So if it is this kind of war, could you also welcome that? And just be present with any feelings, sensations that you are experiencing now. And could you give it a bit more space in the body? And just time for the feelings to happen. There is no rush for you to feel better, to feel something else. Just simply being here, being present to your own experience. Maybe you hear some news about conflicts around the world. Maybe you hear the news about Ukraine, Syria, Afghanistan, all over the world. Wherever there's pain, suffering, how does that make you feel? Does that make you angry or sad? Does that make you feel fearful? Whatever your reaction is now, whatever energy or feelings are present in your body, could you once more just bring your attention to those feelings, to the sensations, and open and allow them to happen as they're happening now. Anytime we're just here sitting in the room and having a conflict with someone in our minds, in our thoughts when we plan what to say, how to act, we are the ones who are responsible for doing that. We're just creating it inside, just experiencing it inside. So it's always first in us. That's why we have this choice of openness, being present with whatever conflict we have. and allowing it to complete itself, to happen, to be felt, to stay present and be aware that it is here, it is now if it is. Maybe it just comes from the memories in the moment. Then could you allow the memories, the pictures, and the experience? What if you, in this moment, at least for a short time, would allow yourself to step back, to not try and prove your own position, your belief, your truth that you feel is right? What if you don't try to be right now and just be aware of what is happening? Would you allow yourself to take a step back and not invest your own energy, attention, just for now, in trying to fight someone, inside or outside? And some forms of anger, if they're more suppressed, they show up more as sadness, despair, helplessness. And we just feel hopeless, maybe fearful. So if there's any of that, when you hear, see the world in the world, could you also welcome that energy in you, those feelings, thoughts, memories, all that expression? And could you allow it? Just give it some more space and time to be experienced. Because if it's in you, all it needs is your attention, your conscious awareness to just stay present. And if you feel sensations in the body, just put your attention there and bring your breath there. And just allow that now. Could you allow yourself, instead of rejecting those feelings, thoughts, or experiences, just give them more space and embrace it with your attention, with your presence and love that is naturally there whenever you open. You are here now, and all you experience is now. Part of our energy, when we hear about suffering, when we see pictures of war, videos, news, is more into suffering together with them. Sometimes we see that and it just creates so much pain and sadness. It just triggers it that we start to suffer together, and identifying or trying to imagine what would happen to me, how would I feel if I would be in those people's shoes. What if this would be happening in my town, at my home, with my family and my loved ones? If this is what gets triggered for you, could you then welcome this pain and sadness and all the feelings that are coming up with that? They're just here for you to be present with. So could you allow that to be experienced as much as it is there? And part of why it continues, why we keep being sad, why we keep suffering when others are hurt, is because we feel like somehow we're connecting with them, we're helping, we're supporting them by feeling that. But I wonder, would you be able to help them more if you would be loving and compassionate? So could you welcome any pain, any sadness or suffering that you are aware of? And just open. Give it space in the body. And notice the changeless, always present silence and peace and stillness behind all the feelings, all the pictures. And could you also welcome, honor, and become aware of this part of you that does not change when the feelings change, that is just aware, present, during your whole experience. And whatever you're aware now, could you give it even more space, allowing permission to feel exactly as you feel. Right now, you are here. If you feel this urge, an obligation to help people, to help someone who is suffering and struggling from war, help them. Take the action. But just remember that you have this choice of doing these actions from fear, from feeling threatened, from hatred, or you can take the same actions with peace, with calmness, love and support. And then every action you take carries that energy. it spreads it around. And you have this choice to be this beacon, to allow the light shine inside, so that this light can touch everyone you interact with, can just be a reminder for others. If they're confused, lost, sad or angry, out of their balance, you can naturally be that reminder by simply being present and open to your own experience, and by making choices to help if there is any way you can. And sometimes, because of the experience we had in the past, where we felt unsafe and threatened, our physical survival was at stake as kids, teenagers, or adults. In those moments, we close down, we get tense, we get ready to fight, we're afraid of dying. And at that moment, usually what we do is we suppress, contract our own energy, our own peace, love, and light. And sometimes we stay contracted. This part of us is not alive anymore because our awareness, our attention doesn't go there anymore. Because in those memories there's still pain, fear. What is important is that you open again, that you bring your attention, your awareness, the light of love to those situations, to those parts in the body, if you can sense it in the body. So could you invite any place inside of your memories, sensations, experience now, where because you were threatened, where because you were afraid and unsafe, you felt really small and contracted. And could you simply welcome that and allow it to be here now, as much as you're aware of it now. And by you simply being present with this unsafe feeling, it has the time and the space to unfold, to unravel, to resolve itself, to simply complete its natural cycle of experience. And all it needs is you being open. So could you welcome what was rejected, what was unpleasant, any reactions you might still experience now when hearing the news, when feeling unsafe. And let your own awareness to simply embrace it, feel it, allow it to happen. Because all that was rejected was part of you, part of your own self. And now you can allow it to come back, reintegrate, by being aware by being welcoming. And through that, you might become aware that if you go into the feelings, if you open, you can find something completely different inside of them. You can become aware that there is the same peace and love that you are at the core of it, at the source of any feeling. Because it's the same you, what you are, the changeless, always present peace and love. So could you welcome this now? The love that never changes, the peace that you can sense as silence or stillness, that is open to all experience, all feeling, all thoughts. And could you allow that peace, the love that you are, to fill every cell in your body with stillness, compassion, warm love. And could you let it overflow when you are fully filled with it? You have this choice of openness or rejection, of allowing it and embracing it, or trying to get rid of it. And now, you can make that choice once more and allow that changeless love that you are to shine through you, to shine into your actions, into your relationships, and welcome all the people on both sides of any conflict, any confusion, anger, or fear. Just embracing it as it happens now. And I wish you to carry this peace, love, and compassion to all the actions you do, any way you can help, any way you can support someone. Be love. Be the peace that you are. Let it shine. Thank you for being here.